How to deal with people that don't understand your recovery journey. First thing is to learn how to set strong boundaries. Now this is really important because you have to learn that your energy and your time is precious and valuable. And when you're giving it out to people that don't understand, not that it's their fault, they just might not understand. It's going to drain you of your energy and your motivation and determination to get and stay sober. So for me personally, there's certain things I won't talk about with people that still use. Not that I don't care about them or I don't like them. It's just that I know that I have to save those questions and stories for people that understand it. So other people in addiction recovery, coaches, mentors, sponsors, friends in the program, talking about it on this YouTube channel, right? It's not gonna be healthy for me to go and tell somebody that still smokes, for example, hey, this is all the things that I hate about smoking and that I'm struggling with. They might just not understand. And so it's really just gonna help your relationship with that person as well, and make sure you're beginning to categorize that relationship into a friend-only relationship. Now this may be really tough because I know a lot of you are probably close with friends that still use. That's what it was like for me. And when I made that drastic switch from smoking every day to not, people were kind of like, yo, what's going on, man? We haven't heard from you, etc. And so that might be very difficult to do. So I'm not saying this is an easy process by any means. However, if you really want to stay sober, it's really important to learn how to set strong boundaries with these people. If you want to learn more about that and how to do it, you can reach out to me in the link below for Sober Living Coaching. I'll hop on a call, I'll get to know you a little bit, hear your story, and we can talk about how we can start setting strong boundaries for you and your relationships going forward. The second thing that's going to be really helpful in this is learning that nobody else is going to be able to understand exactly the journey you're going through except for one person, and that person is you. A big mistake I made in the beginning was hoping that all my friends and family would understand and be supportive and empathetic and sympathetic and all of the above. And what I found is that unless you've really gone through it, you can't understand completely what another person's gone through. So this kind of ties back into number one in learning how to have strong boundaries with people that don't, and then at the same time not having that expectation on them that they should understand me. It's kind of selfish really when it's like, okay, this person should know exactly what I'm dealing with and struggling with. A big part of learning how to be a healthy, strong, and independent person is learning how to be your own best friend, mentor, coach, etc., and give yourself that support and validation that you need on a day-to-day basis. Also reaching out to the universe, higher power, however you want to call it. However, depending on other people to solve those problems for you is just a recipe for disaster. Like, people can be very supportive, right? And that's fantastic. Nobody is going to be able to understand exactly your trials and tribulations. And so to learn this, that might mean having to spend some time alone and with yourself, a few years even up to, because a lot of people have never had that alone time. I know for myself, whenever I would start feeling loneliness, I would turn to some sort of addictive behavior, substance. Maybe I would turn on the TV, right? I never wanted to be alone. So for me, I really had to spend a few years just kind of in hermit mode, you could say. Hibernation mode, learning who I am as a person, learning my likes and dislikes, learning that I can get through a day without talking to someone, that I can be my own best friend and support system. Now, that being said, I did have other support that I would go to once in a while. But what I found is that a lot of my life I've been using people for that validation seeking, right? I didn't know how to give that to myself. Today, I can spend that time alone and I feel a much deeper connection to myself. And when I go and associate with other people, they can feel that, okay, I'm not trying to take something from them. I'm there as my own independent person. So they call that interdependence, right? Like, I'm not dependent on them. I can come as a whole complete person. They can come as a whole complete person. And then we can just have an awesome time and grow and expand and learn from each other, right? Instead of taking and I need this from you and I'm not whole and complete, right? Help me, help me. So guys, this is a real big part of codependency. And I'm really looking forward to talking about this more in the channel because I think it's a root of a lot of addiction, and it was for me. And so this is going to be really something that I'm going to be talking about more and more. And there are free support groups for codependency recovery if you want help with that. There's a link below as well for a free recovery resource guide with over 30 different programs, channels, other things that have really helped me, books, but you got to pay for those, of course. And in the description, you'll see the codependency group. I can't say it by name in public, but you'll figure it out. If you guys got value from this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.